What's up, everybody? We are back, and as you can see, we bribed our special guest from last episode to actually hang around and dive into some more questions with us. So we have the honor of having Dr. Teresa Lee, Miss Shannon Bush, and Lauren with us on this episode. I can't say your last name. How you say it for the people?
Just Lauren Melissa.
Lauren Melissa.
Cool.
Boom,
Here
there
we go.
I can remember that. Cool. But they joined us for the second part.
Is it?
I can't say it.
I can't say his name.
But for the second part of season 2's relationships episode, we actually have 3 female perspectives to add to our 4 guys, 4 mics, and 4 perspectives, and hopefully we can bring you guys a really well-rounded show. Again, if you haven't heard last week's episode, you're playing yourself. Go listen to it. It was amazing. Y'all are going to love it, and we're going to talk about it forever in the Facebook community group. But with that being said, we're just going to go ahead and dive into this because we've been recording all night. So, question number 1, and this is, we're going to lead with the ladies. Might have some bounce off for the fellas. But for the ladies, would you feel comfortable, or would you even consider dating a guy that had a 90-day rule about spending money on you?
I'll start. No.
Oh, gosh.
Simple as that. That's right, Shannon. That's right.
No.
Wait.
The long and short of it is
Can
no.
we hear why you were so profound in your answer? Why are you still intent on
Because
being that aggressive?
so that was aggressive.
Yeah.
No, period.
That was definitely aggressive.
Oh, shit.
So as I mentioned before, there's no cookie cutter to relationships, right? So, you go into relationships with these rules and these stipulations and these boundaries that you make up, as you go along, and you might miss out on something great or grand. So we go into a relationship, or we're dating, and you out the gate say, I'm not going to spend a dime on this dating process. So that's not to say there aren't any good dates that you can do that are free. But for 90 days, you're sticking to this. You're drawing a hard line in the sand and saying, I'm not coming out of the pocket for 90 days. And to me, that just limits a lot of the things that you can do and how you get to know that other person, because you want to see how they eat. How do they hold their fork? How do they chew? Right?
We'll pay for your meal then.
What'd you say? Say what?
Well,
I said, we'll pay for your
Go
meal
Dutch.
then.
Well,
Go
yeah,
Dutch.
I mean,
wait,
you could
I'm
do
just playing.
that.
Keep it moving.
We could
Dutch
go
is a
Dutch.
thing.
Dutch is a thing, but I'm American, so I don't understand Dutch.
Foreign language. Dutch is a foreign language. Well played.
I
Well
love that.
played. Well played.
Okay. So, first off, fuck that. Okay? Because I get what you're saying, and
Oh, this is about to be a spicy episode.
I was
see.
raised. No.
it's going down.
I was
It's going
raised.
down.
The man pays, right? That's how I was raised. My mom taught me that way. This is what I do. It's not a big deal for me. But I also understand that it's okay if she pays too. Like, everybody wants equality until they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can pay for your shit just like I can pay for my shit. Everybody wants to be what do you want to call it?
Gender rules only work in your favor.
For 90 days.
Thank you.
I don't want equality.
Why not?
I want equity.
I have
Thank
a question. Are y'all withholding the cookie for 90 days?
So what if you pay more? What if
Wait,
you
wait,
pay
wait,
more?
wait,
than
wait.
We're
that?
talking
That'd be
about
great.
money
Hold on,
right
we gotta do
now.
what she said. Right. So that's why I said. So you said about equity. So if you make more than him, wouldn't it be equitable for you to pay?
How do we know I make more?
Hey,
Right.
Well, in 90 days,
you
you're
have
gonna
to have
find
that.
out.
You have to have that conversation.
So we're having a conversation about my finances, right? We're getting
Spitting
intimate.
on
We're
some
having a
grass.
conversation about our finances, not yours. Ours.
Eating ham sandwiches because you ain't taking me out to dinner
should
to
I
have
to,
this
should I have
conversation.
to pay every time we
Wait,
go out?
hold on, before you finish though.
Right.
But Lauren, it don't
And-
mean that y'all can't eat. It mean if y'all go eat, we all splitting the bill down the middle is what we saying. You can still do nice shit.
No.
I'm not taking.
Okay,
I'm not taking the side jet,
the
I
first
can have
couple
because
days
I'm going to
I
order
can pay
steak
on my
every
own.
time.
But the question was a 90-day rule, which means whether it's the first date, second date, third date, all the way to the 90 days, you ain't spending a dime. I'm not buying it. No, sir. I'm sorry. And
No, I'm spending a dime. I'm just spending those dimes on myself, and that doesn't mean I'm spending dimes on you, right?
Oh,
because
Steve Harvey,
why is it
reading book ass nigga.
So
following rules.
Because Steve Harvey's a hater, first off. But secondly, what I'm saying is, how come you guys can have a 90-day no cookie rule, but I can't have a 90-day no money rule?
They're talking about no cookie rule. We don't even talk about.
I'm saying you did.
Shannon does not have a cookie
90 days
rule.
is a long time.
Hey, I really said in the last episode I'm fucking. So that's besides the point. What I'm saying is,
no, that was his point.
There are people out there that won't do certain things after a certain point or whatever. So,
and
what's going on?
Doesn't believe in these rules. Like, no, we go off the vibe, you know.
Shannon says she's not going Dutch and she doesn't have a cookie
rule.
There we go.
I've tried to make a cookie rule.
I'm just saying, I'm not gonna
wait, Lauren, I want to hear this. Say that again.
Wait, Lauren, you said you have a cookie rule?
I've tried to make a cookie rule. The rules don't stick. That's why I think rules are meant to be broken.
They don't.
Absolutely.
Wait, they don't stick unless you.
She has.
Wait.
Which is why I feel like.
Not stick.
I'm gonna be saved on this episode.
So he can put in a 90-day rule as long as y'all agree to break it, right?
No, if he says no,
like,
if a guy steps to
he
me
can
and
pay
says,
and we can fuck.
No. If a guy says to me and says, I have a 90-day rule, I'm not paying for anything for 90 days, I would be like, oh, really? Okay, that first date, we can go Dutch, whatever. Second date, you still on that? I'm all set. I'm good on you. Rude, like,
wait,
guys,
hold on. Before we jump in,
I really want to know why. I want to know why.
Go ahead, Lauren.
You said you want to know why?
Yeah.
Why am I all set?
Why?
I want it to be more deep on that. Can I?
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask more than
one.
Wait,
before we ask follow-up questions, I do want to. I know Dr. Teresa is happily married, but I wanted to get her thoughts on this subject, and then we can kind of dig deeper into that because we might have questions for her too.
Okay.
So my story is a little different with dating and all that. So I don't know. I think I grew up seeing so many unhappy relationships that I never made it a huge priority for me because I was like, I'm not trying to be miserable like y'all. So my husband and I's first date, I paid for it. And I paid for it online so that he wouldn't try to pull out money. He was offended. He looked at me crazy, but I needed him to know that I didn't need him. If he was going to be in my life, it was because I wanted him to be, not because I needed him to be. And I didn't have a 90-day rule. I was a virgin. So it was a lot longer than 90 days. And he didn't get nothing. So, but I think we were dating maybe, a month or two before I told him, like, here's what it's going to be. And I will say in the course of our dating, I paid for a couple trips. I paid for things because I didn't need his money. I enjoyed it, but I didn't need it. And my husband's the only man I've been with. So it was kind of
okay.
It kind of is what
I'm not going to listen to my little sister talk about sex.
Well,
you just talk about money.
Headphones
you only talk about money.
How about that? You take them off, your headphones off.
No. This episode's about paying for stuff. Okay.
Sex is involved with relationships. Get out of here. Keep going. Keep going, Teresa. What else you got?
Trying to be
I have boundaries.
We don't. As you're well aware, we don't.
Boundaries, Idris. I respect it.
I didn't know there was supposed to be a 90-day rule or even a Dutch rule. I just knew up front. I thought he was cool. I liked him. I wanted to hang out with him. But just in case he got any ideas, I knew I wasn't sleeping with him. So I didn't want him to feel like at the end of the date that I owed him.
Right.
So I was always ready to pay until I became comfortable enough with him where I knew he wasn't crazy or a creep and try to do something to me. So that's kind of how I look at it more. You know, I'm okay with Dutch because I don't know you anyway, and I don't want you to think you bought me a $2 burger and I owe you something. So, but it's also in presentation too. It's how you say it. You can't just come across like, oh, you automatically trying to treat me like I'm a gold digger because I expect you to pay for dinner. But if you say, okay, listen, here's how I'm approaching this. I think you're cool. I want to get to know you, but here's kind of the standard that I have. Okay, that's great, because then that in turn allows me to share with you, here's my hard line as well. So here's what we're not going to do.
Then we can say it real nice and then be like 90 days before I give you anything.
Wait, I want to go back to...
Because I'm like 90 days before I give you anything.
Hey.
Right.
And you have not given anybody anything. Those babies came from Jesus.
The Immaculate Conception. 4 times.
The stork brought them niggas.
Them babies came from Jesus.
For the record, I don't agree with this 90 days.
But I was
playing devil's advocate.
I want to go back to Lauren and Shannon. So, Pete, y'all talking about you going to miss your blessing by not. Are you going to miss yours because he won't pay for you? So it's about the money?
Bang!
No, because here's why.
Going to get into that.
Because
exactly.
You know, I don't want to be with the type of man that's going to limit anything with me. Period. You know, because I don't limit anything, because you know I love without limits. So don't limit our opportunities.
No,
our
we
dating,
ain't in
nothing.
love yet.
Don't limit it.
Wait, so
Okay,
boundaries.
Shannon,
so boundaries are all
hold on,
bad.
wait.
Like you want somebody who's just like balls to the walls, girl. You showed up. I'm gonna give you my everything today.
What's wrong with that?
Hell no.
Right.
Because
Shannon,
I don't know you like
I
that.
get,
There's levels to
Shannon,
this.
Never will if
I
you tell me
get
you
what
ain't
you're
coming
saying.
out the pocket.
Damn.
Shannon, I get what you're saying. I absolutely get what you're saying. I am a carpe diem type of nigga. Like let's have fun today, whatever. But you can't get mad at somebody who is literally trying to be fiscally responsible and saying this is what I'm willing to do for this amount of time before.
There's no anger. I'm not mad. We just aren't a good fit, right? We talk about good fits.
So you'll walk away from a good guy if he's not if he won't spend money on you. He could be a good guy, but he won't spend money on you.
Especially since you are an independent woman that can do everything you want to by yourself.
That's one of
How come we can't go Dutch
BJ,
for 90 days?
We're getting deep in this. Hold on. So you're saying that he can't be a good guy if he doesn't spend money. Like
that's not what that means.
Wow.
He's fiscally responsible.
If you
I
can't,
wouldn't use it's not fiscally responsible.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're not
It's
saying for me, I'm not saying buy me gifts, because gifts isn't even my love language. I'm not expecting extravagant stuff, but you can't even feed me. You can't buy me food. That's the bare
It's
minimum.
not that he can't,
no,
but that doesn't
Okay,
mean he
this
has
90
to.
day no. Right, this 90-day rule means you can't,
Basically.
because you're sticking to a rule. I'm not doing this because it's a rule. If you can't feed me, I'm all set. That is the bare minimum. That's the least you can do. Is feed me.
Or the least you can do is feed yourself.
But what is his responsibility
That's
to
the
feed
least
you?
I can do is show up
now listen,
and have a drink with you. That's the least. If we're talking about least, let's really talk about the least.
We get it. You can do less than that. All right, keep going. Go ahead.
I haven't.
Go ahead.
Absolutely. We're not going to have this
Okay,
fucking
it's over.
conversation.
You already did.
Fuck out of here.
I haven't picked a side, so I don't want you. I'm just asking questions. So you're saying the least you can do is feed you, but is that his responsibility? Is that his responsibility?
It's not. It's an investment.
To feed you.
It's an investment. If you're trying to get to know
Okay. So what if he's not ready to make that type of investment?
Why don't you invest in me? Invest in us. Why don't you invest?
What
Feed me, goddammit.
How
about that?
Right. We'll make
Shit, I'm hungry too.
But BJ, but
Shit,
they never.
you know what I'm saying?
But BJ, they never said they wouldn't.
Not one.
Right.
They never
just
said they
would.
would.
Not one. And the thing about it is, we'll do
didn't say
But
they-
that's the argument you're making.
over. We will feed you, take care of you, buy you a whole new wardrobe, because what you got on ain't hitting. We're going to make sure that your locks is twisted up and oiled properly. We're going to make sure that,
Please stop acting like all dudes are scrubs. All dudes don't need no woman to take care of them and dress them and all that.
But
that's what women are. That's what women do.
We just don't know.
That's what women do. We're nurturers.
You.
Thank you. Like we do that already without anything, right? That's just who
Without
we
any
are
prompting.
as women. Exactly.
Y'all three.
Better when we know that you're going to
There
take
it
care
is.
of you. So
There
when
it
you show that you're willing to take care of us, we'll take care of you
We're gonna
even
write
better.
it down.
Can I say this?
We just want to know that it's
I just,
mutual.
Can I qualify this? Stop saying we, because all women are not nurturers, and all women will not add to your life.
Well, it's
Some
three of
women
us on
only
here.
about.
And
Okay,
you
I go
just
with
said all
y'all.
men are
Okay, y'all three.
scrubs. So
Bet.
Three out of a
Right, that's
million.
what I said. I said all men.
Representation.
All men. I said all men aren't scrubs, right? So okay, y'all three, cool. I can roll with that. But no sweeping. We gonna come in your life and make you better. Some of y'all needs to stay by yourself and better your own.
Okay, so guys, I'm gonna pick a side here. I think it's absurd for a guy to make a 90-day rule about not paying for shit.
I agree.
I think it's just stupid. It's absurd.
And that's the thing.
One thing to have, and even
I agree.
But here's the thing: like, even when we're talking about if a woman has a 90-day,
I'm not gonna let that shit
even if a
ride,
woman has
though.
a 90-day rule against sex, giving up a woman giving up her body to me is a lot different than somebody breaking off a few dollars that they probably gonna spend on some bullshit anyway, right? So I wouldn't even bring that into the argument. I think if somebody has a 90-day rule around spending, it's some bullshit, and they just being petty.
Mm-hmm.
If they starting off petty as fuck,
I agree.
basically, men, women,
Perhaps.
or anybody.
Perhaps, but I have a question for you. Why is it that women giving up their body is such a big deal? Because men, we're just as precious as women.
Right, but there's a level of intimacy.
So, like,
I'm answering.
no, stop. Stop. I'm just saying, sex is sex, right? Like, our nuts are called jewels for a reason. Like, we shouldn't just, like, give up our shit easily. I don't give a fuck.
Where's this coming from?
Okay, so
Nobody's
JT,
talking about
JT,
this.
I mean not JT. I'm sorry, BJ. You're right.
No, why
BJ,
not?
you are in left field a little
you're
bit,
talking about women.
but I agree with you. It is a thing where it's like
You get what I'm
I get
talking
what you're
about.
saying.
what
It
you're
is
saying,
left
but it's
field,
not-
and it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But I do get what you're saying.
It's
I do agree.
exactly the same fucking topic.
Yeah, let's not
What's
act
in your
like.
cup?
let's not act like-
Ooh, I was just about to say that. Like,
let's not act like it's
beef
just.
No, what I'm saying is, let's not act.
No,
Go ahead and say it for
I
me.
mean, BJ makes a valid point. Let's not act like that in a sexual situation, only the woman is giving up her body. Both of them are giving up their bodies.
Thank you.
Both of them are
Thank
making
you.
a decision, and both of them should be appreciated.
Right. Nobody ever said that wasn't a thing,
all
though. It's
that.
all everybody else is laughing
Right.
about.
That's what I said, Dre. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. However, he's making a point. Okay.
But you presented it as
No,
like,
I said
if they do this
but
and we do
the
that.
same thing can be true for a man. If somebody doesn't want to give up their sexual intimacy, that's different than somebody giving up a few dollars. Men, women, in between.
Yeah.
They're
Okay, now
not
we talking about
comparable. It's just
prostitution,
not.
or we talking about dating?
We're talking about dating.
Shit,
Talking about
how much
dating,
money?
Shannon.
No, just kidding.
BJ's talking about prostitution. No, JT, you've been quiet, man. Where you at with this?
So the whole situation is absurd to me, and I think Dre already just pointed out the reasons why. I would never want to go into a situation, and if I'm first date, maybe Dutch, probably not. I would not be cool with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, she won't pay for her.
And if somebody did that bullshit that Teresa pulled, I would be pissed the fuck off. Y'all better not ever do that if y'all go on a date with me. I will be pissed if y'all do that. Carry on. My bad, JT.
No
That just
worries.
got me riled up for a second.
Yeah.
What if they pay?
Oh my
before you even
god.
got there?
Oh my god.
So you from a
Yeah.
set list of things you can't go over this budget. But no, for 90 days is like I could.
I've only put down
We're not going above-
$100. You
we're not
better
going
make
above
sure.
this. I can't sit here and say that 90 days. I think I do believe there could be a conversation of like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to do X, Y, Z for you for 90 days because I want to see where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like I think in the sense of what somebody said, like not asking for gifts. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of extra shit. But if we going out to the movies or something like that, like. I think those are reasonable things for a man to pay for. Like, even if that thing's just kind of like trapped in the past to some people, for me, that's just how I was raised, and I'm cool with that. If she's not on that, that's a blessing financially, but at the same time, that's not how I roll. But, 90 days is a long time for you to say, like, you're not going to spend some money because of you trying to be financially responsible. That's stupid. If you're trying to be financially responsible, you don't need to date.
You don't need
Like,
to
because then you don't
Right.
need to like go do
I'm
anything.
about-
Exactly.
So that is also the problem though, because Nigga, I tell you this. I have a hell of a lot more money when I'm single and not dating than when I'm fucking dating motherfuckers. How about that shit?
There's a sacrifice that comes along
what I
with
mean
what
is,
you're
That makes
looking
totally
to get
sense.
and accomplish. Right.
Get the fuck
You know
Hold
what?
on, so y'all saying
I got a lot more money when I
stop
stopped drinking for 3 months too. But sometimes I want to go to the bar and have a fucking sip.
So y'all,
It's
so is it a
it's part of the game.
That's cool.
It's part of the
Is it
game.
a consensus? Is it a
It's part of the
consensus that
game.
if someone is
Okay.
not fiscally, if someone's not, financially stable at the time, that they disqualify from dating for you all? You can't get to know somebody
That's what it
because
sounds
you don't
like.
have money. You only get to know
Yeah.
To
somebody.
answer your question, wait, I would
No,
say
I'm gonna say to a degree,
That's what it
yes.
sounds like.
That's what you
Yes.
guys are saying.
I
if
get
if
where you're coming from.
if
Laura, you want to
if
jump
we
in there?
ended the last episode saying make sure you're ready, you're whole, you're in a place to where you can be in a relationship, that is all encompassing. That includes
Yeah.
being financially like safe, stable.
Wait.
Okay, if you cannot
Wait, why does my finances have anything to do with my dating situation?
no,
Like, I'm not
I'm
responsible
just
for you
saying in general,
financially. We're not
it's an
married.
investment. It's
There's
an
levels to this.
investment. Like to Dre's point, it's a part of the game.
It is.
It's a part of the game. The
Why?
dating
Why?
game.
Why?
Let
so
her
my question
finish,
is,
BJ. Let
how
her
come
finish.
you-
Let
how
her finish,
come-
It's a
BJ.
part of the dating game.
Go
If you
ahead,
cannot
Laura.
afford to date,
I'm just trying to.
But
if you
you
cannot afford to date, then don't date. Right? If you need to still work on your finances, then work on your finances.
So can you
You
afford
can
to
you can
invest
flirt
in me?
all you want. You can
Can you
flirt
afford to
all you
invest in
want.
me as
Flirting
well?
is free. Flirting.
Can you afford to invest in me? Can you afford
Okay,
to invest
so
in me?
I-
Can you
All right,
take
so
me
Pete,
out?
I live in California,
That's all I'm
right?
saying.
I live in California. If I'm not, financially ready to, I guess financially ready to spend money on somebody, I can't just be like, you know what, I'm ready to date. I can't take you out like that. We can go to the beach. We can go to Golden Gate Park. We can go on a hike.
Ain't nobody
We
trying
can
to
go
hear
do
that,
all
right?
these things.
Ain't nobody trying to hear
We can
that.
go do all these things
At
that
least
don't
not
cost
the
any
women on
money.
this-
Like I gotta have a certain threshold of money to support you in order to get to
That's
know
not
you.
it.
No,
That's
that's
not
Well,
not,
but
that's not
say
it.
here's why I agree with them though. It's not necessarily that, but if you're not in a place
I'm
where,
just asking questions. I'm not
Right,
disagreeing
no,
or agreeing. I'm just asking
but here's
questions.
why I
Okay.
think that that's not the case, because if you're not in a place that you can afford to fucking date, that's putting all of the financial burden on the other person, which isn't fair to them.
Not necessarily.
Financial.
If I meet you at a no, hold on. If I meet you at a trail,
That's not what he
if I
said.
meet you at a trail to go on a hike, your only financial burden
Those
is getting
things
there
are
unless you
cool.
need me to come
Don't-
pick you up.
So we gonna do
If I
we gonna
say-
we gonna
if I
do
say-
90
if I say-
days worth
Isn't
of
free
free
shit.
shit. I don't
Nobody
see that
said 90
happening in real
days.
life.
All I'm-
90,
Well,
maybe
that's
maybe
just
3 or
living
4
California.
days.
relationship.
Maybe 3 or
That's
4
what we're
days.
doing. Hike.
Right.
No, right.
We're
no.
not. No. How y'all? No, now y'all
No,
adding to
but
it. All I'm
see-
saying is
but
that.
see-
All I'm saying is that for a person to begin dating, y'all are saying that he has to be able to financially support you and and what you want to do for fun.
No.
Or he
So
should
it's-
just-
I don't think it's a
yeah,
one-way
you're
street
making
like
it
you're
very,
saying.
like-
It's not a one-way street like you're saying, Sid.
You
Nobody
gotta-
said
I'm
it's a
making it
one-way
how
street.
y'all
Well,
sound.
let's
No,
talk
nobody
about it
said it's a
more.
one-way street. We're saying it's both
Okay, let's
ways,
go.
and it should be both ways.
Said.
I hear you.
I hear
But
you.
you're not listening to
Do you
us.
hear
Said, I hear you. I hear exactly.
Get your
Okay,
drunk
let's
ass out the camera. Right.
I'm trying to hear y'all. I want to hear y'all
We're
because
saying
all I
it's
hear is
both
like you
ways.
shouldn't date if
I
you're not
introduced-
ready.
We're saying it's both ways.
So
And
that's
I'm
it.
saying if y'all can't meet in the middle, then it's not an equal relationship. One person is
Right.
bringing on too much burden, trying to make sure they're carrying everybody else financially, male
How?
or female. Because
Okay,
if I
how
gotta
though?
pay for everything, then it's like,
Because you
I'm
don't-
goddamn.
saying, I live in a state where you can literally.
Okay, so why should
Date-
No.
But
No.
what they're saying is the
No.
man should
No.
have to pay for
That's
everything.
not what I'm
Nobody
saying.
said that.
Okay, here's what I'm
This nigga
saying.
got too
Or-
drunk to understand again.
Okay, y'all, listen.
No, I'm not.
What I'm saying-
No, me and Seth are literally saying the same thing.
Sid said,
so fuck
"Don't lump me in
Shut
with you,"
the fuck
because that's
up.
not what he's saying.
So what I'm So what I'm saying is that you can literally, in this great state of California, you can date for months without worrying about spending money on somebody. You really can. There's so many different natural parks and places and trails and sceneries and everything else you can do that doesn't cost money. You're telling me that if I'm dating you and I haven't spent money on you yet, but I've taken you out and we had a good time, that I shouldn't date you because
Talking
I
about
haven't
that.
spent money.
Let's go back to 90
I want
days.
to be outside. It's hot and I'm
And it's hot
sweating
and
and my
sweaty.
neck.
Y'all, we be winning, and
She
then y'all
just got
say
her hair
this.
done. She just got her hair done.
Like, we be winning, and then y'all say this.
So it
Said.
comes down to money.
You see what
It
they
It
doesn't-
comes down to money.
I'm, a,
Cedric,
If you can't,
I'm
if-
approaching
Cedric, you
it.
see what they're doing right
I'm
now?
approaching it from a
You
more
see what they're doing right now?
holistic point of view, right? I'm not saying that the man needs
bullshit.
to pay for every single thing. That's not what I'm saying at all. But if you are approaching dating and you already know, okay, I'm not ready. I don't have the means to pay for a dinner, I don't have the means to pay for X, Y, and Z, anything for that matter, then perhaps you should be working on yourself and not trying to bring somebody else into your mess. And I don't want to call it a mess because maybe it's not a mess. Maybe it was something that happened, but straighten yourself out before you try to invite somebody in there. Because yeah, maybe you were running on a trail. You saw a girl you like. She was cute. BJ, let me finish. BJ, let me finish. BJ, let me finish. Wait, no, that's not what I'm saying.
They're not good enough.
You say you're running on a trail. You see a girl that you like. She's cute. I want to get to know her. Yes, you can still build a friendship, but not get it to the point where I'm actually trying to pursue you on that level. You're not ready yet because there's still work that needs to be done on a personal level. What? Dating for me leads to somewhere. Dating with a purpose.
Okay.
So let me clarify. Dating with a purpose. Right. You're dating with a purpose. If you're just dating to have fun, then sure. Okay. Take BJ's approach. Take all that. But if I'm dating toward the end goal. I'm just not out here. And so what you show me.
Okay,
go ahead.
But why does
say it? Hold on, real quick.
Why does money
because
indicate
dating is give and take. I can pay for something, you can pay for something. We go back and forth in the dating thing. Mm-hmm. If you cannot afford to every once in a while do something, then that to me says like, oh, you need to concentrate on your finances.
All right. So peep this. A person can be financially stable, but don't have they can take care of all their bills. They can take care of their children. They can take care of whatever else they got going in their lives. They might not have the extra funds to take you out and spend $100 on a meal. But what they can do is afford to put gas in their car and meet you at a park, or they can meet you at like. There's so many different things to do that doesn't cost money. And you're saying that if you don't spend money on me, then you're not.
If I'm spending money on
you're going to be ready if I spend money.
You can take care of all your responsibility, all your bills.
Okay,
let me respond to what you said. Let me respond to what JT
had mentioned. Stop it.
Not at all.
No, he's not.
Fuck out of here with that.
You're pandering like a motherfucker.
That's
right now.
dumb.
Both of you niggas are. You guys are.
BJ, you don't pay for dates.
Right. Fucking bullshit. I'm not.
Okay.
I pay for dates all the time. But what I'm saying is,
if I
know
at home,
doesn't mean I'm a
you go to the
extreme.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that. Again, you're making up shit. You're making up shit.
Shut up, Dre. Shut the fuck up. I get that. Dre.
Okay, you get that. You're making it up.
But what I'm saying is, just because I can't pay for shit today or all the time doesn't mean I'm a bad guy. Or doesn't mean I need to work on myself. It just means
so stay home.
I'm broke.
So stay home.
So what?
Don't take me out. Stay home.
I'm fucking broke this week.
Yeah. Okay, so if he invites you up,
so I will stay home. And I will stay home, and guess what? I won't date no bougie ass because I gotta stay home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's no big deal.
So what if he stays home? What if he stays home and invites you?
A real woman is gonna let me. We gonna do our thing.
So what if he stays home and invites you over?
She gonna understand that we can stay home and just have and
what
watch
if he stays
a movie
home and says,
or whatever.
I cook for you, and we can watch a movie, and I'm a cook. But he ain't spending money. He's not.
It
pulling
sounds
money
romantic
out of his
right now
to pay for a meal that you.
I just think there's a finite amount of time that could go on. I don't see that as sustainable. Is what I'm saying. It can happen, but it's not sustainable. That's what we're saying.
Yeah,
that's it.
So we're not even really talking about sustainability.
Bennett,
you guys
I
said
appreciate
that you're not
We're
ready.
talking about a relationship. We're talking about a long-term relationship.
We said dating.
We're talking about 90 days. We're talking about 90 days of dating.
That's a long time.
What you guys said specifically.
That's a long time.
What you guys said specifically is that you should not date if you're not financially stable. Y'all ain't said nothing about being in a relationship, nothing about getting married. Y'all said do not date if you're not financially stable.
I'm saying long term. I'm saying 90 days. 90 days is a long time. 90 days is a long time.
Stop.
On a hiking trail.
Yeah.
How many times you hike?
Listen to what Cedrice has to say right now. Listen,
right.
Say it again.
We responded.
You can do a lot of things. As a matter of fact, one, I'm not even free like that to date you 1,000 times in 90 days. You might only get 4 dates out of me in 90 days. And if 4 of those dates happen to be free and they'll sit well with you, I'll sit with DJ on that. Then I won't date you. It's cool. Somebody else is going to appreciate the fact that I can.
I feel like people are taking something personal, and it's not the situation for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Right.
like if that's
Niggas
not
is
how you
hurt.
operate. That's
First
just not
niggas
how you
hurting niggas and
operate.
shit.
What we talking
No,
about?
No, I have
No,
another
that's
side.
not-
I have another side of the argument.
That is absolutely
Don't
not
go
what it
personal.
is.
Don't try to
What I'm
take shots
saying
at
is-
people's like character just because they don't.
No,
agree
no,
with
we're
your
saying
opinion.
the aggression seems like it's more to it than just a
No,
normal
it's just a lot of
conversation.
people, and we're all black, so we're gonna talk
No,
loud.
that's not.
We're
Like,
just saying,
what it is.
we're telling you how it's coming off. It might not be
No.
the case. We're
Teresa,
just telling you how it's coming off.
Teresa.
Okay, how about everybody
Thank
take a
you.
breath?
Tag in,
Everybody
tag
take a
in.
deep breath.
You're pandering.
So here's
That's
the thing.
fine.
I think you all are have to take in consideration some background information. We are in a capitalistic society. So every day, whether we like it or not, we are being inundated with messages that we don't have enough. So we need more. Shiner, bigger. Shiner, bigger, glossier things, right? So while we think that a picnic is a romantic date, we also subscribe to picnic services that are like $1,000 just to sit on the beach. Like at least they do in Florida where I am. But my picnic basket and some sandwiches out the kitchen is less than that. I'm saying I'm leaning towards BJ and Cedrice because here's what I know for sure. A house is an investment. Jewelry is an investment. A date, like $200-$300 for dinner. But if you tell me, listen, I know this is our first date, but I'm interested. I'd like to get to know you. But here's my plan. My plan is to invest in this and to build this. So for the next 90 days, let's get to know one another. And after 90 days, if I feel like we're going to the next level, then I'm all in. Time, money, everything. Okay, I like that because see, I am a rule person. I like rules, and I don't mind you having rules because I got rules. So I'm willing to follow yours, especially if you take me along on the ride and say, here's what I'm planning. Here's what I'm trying to do. Now, here's the reason why I don't agree that you have to have a certain financial status to date. Because there are people who work every day, some of the hardest working people I know, for pennies. And they can barely afford what they're doing, but that does not mean that they don't deserve to have love and a family.
No, that's cool. I agree with that. But I think you also have to agree with somebody who did.
So that starts with dating.
Oh, yeah.
That starts with dating. So that you got to go to church. You gotta go to park, you gotta
So that means I should be
I
with a
can't
broke
be with a
person,
broke
JC?
I cannot. Fuck no.
No,
I
so
cannot.
JC is saying
And
that
that's what
means
works
they
for
should
me.
be
And that's
with a
okay.
broke
And that's what I was
And that's
saying.
okay.
Shit.
And that's how.
Like no, for real. Like we're gonna sit here and talk about like what
All I'm
works for
saying is when
somebody
you're
else.
dating,
and,
another
like,
person's finances has
people that
nothing
work
to
for
do
pennies.
with you.
I understand that, and I think that is dope and commendable, and they do deserve love and to go out on dates. However, if someone does not feel like that is the standard in which they want to pursue a relationship, that should be cool for them. And clearly, y'all not
That's
mixing
fine.
at the moment. And if you want to meet someone where they are, then you'll do the work that's necessary. If that's work, like hours or at a job, then that's what it is. You just got to find somebody to meet whatever requirements that you have. I have different financial requirements on things.
Absolutely. I'm with you, JP.
If someone's over concerned with my finances, and we're talking about 90 days. In the first 90 days, you're over concerned with what I make and what's in my pocket.
I
That's
feel
a
like
red flag for
it's
me.
way.
I ain't trying to fool with you.
Well, no, but
Like,
yeah,
so the question is like, what are you doing for yourself?
No, it's not way off.
Why-
We're talking about 90 days, and we're talking
Right.
about if you don't have if you're not financially stable to date,
3 months.
then if you're not financially stable, you shouldn't date. My thing is that my first 90 days, if all you worrying about is how much you make and what you're doing and what you're spending on me, go find someone else who can do that.
Absolutely.
There's
You're
a whole bunch of no one who got money to
absolutely
blow on
That's
you.
true, but ain't nobody talking about blowing money.
Right. And not only that,
I can't.
why can't you do it?
That's
Why can't you do it? Why can't you do it yourself? Why can't you do it?
Well, because
BJ,
people
you're
don't
implying
even
that's
know
true.
you.
That's not
Exactly.
nobody's saying that's true. BJ, you're implying that
10
because
times
what if
over.
they can't do it themselves?
I'm
What
not
you do
implying
have to
that.
keep in mind,
Nobody
too,
said that.
It's all
is
about
that,
reciprocity.
like
Yeah.
a person is taking
I just said,
a person's taking a risk already, right? Especially men. If we're supposed to be the ones who got to start it, pursue it, pay everything, be whatever for you, all that. That's cool. You're taking a risk, but you might be taking a risk on a bum. So I gotta get $1,000 in before I say, oh shoot, I done spent too much money, I'm done. Or like, what if I don't want to invest all this money in you, and you a person right off the street? I just met you.
I have a question for the men.
You a person right off the street. I just met you.
No,
Hey, Lauren.
I think you all know a gold digger when you see one, right? You all know when you run into a woman that is just out to get you for money.
A lot of the time, I wouldn't say
Y'all
all
sound like gold diggers right now.
You
A
do.
lot of the time, I wouldn't say all
You
the
can
time.
tell. There's characteristics of a woman who is just out to just run you dry.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It sounds like gold
I'm
digger.
just
If in
saying,
the first
you
90
know.
days, you
Yeah,
worry about
it
what's in
sounds
my
like-
pocket.
or maybe
that's
not.
not
But
gold
BJ,
digger.
I mean, but said to your point though, right? When you're saying that you can be doing all of this for a bum, if let's say there is a man that can't afford to take a girl out, maybe she's thinking I'm doing all this and he's the bum because we can't even go to McDonald's on his dime.
Well, when I said bum, I wasn't talking about money.
What are you talking about, then?
A bum person.
But even
Like
then,
some people
even
just
then,
bums.
he could be
and
a
they're-
good man,
and
but be a good
emotionally
man.
fuck her
bums
because he's still a good man.
Just
So you think everybody qualifies for the same love?
fuck off.
Yeah, maybe I'm.
I mean, I get it.
no. Everybody qualifies for the same love, but not the same person.
Okay.
Love is love.
Okay.
I got
Yes.
you, JT. I'm with you,
No, no,
JT.
love is
I'm with you
love.
on that.
Absolutely.
So all I'm saying is like
I get what he's
so all
trying
I'm
to
saying-
say, but
Well,
I
all
don't
I'm saying
really
is like if
agree
you
with it.
like okay,
Fuck
so
that.
if Shannon
You
has
can't
this
do it.
expectation, Lauren has an expectation, Tarisha has an
He's
expectation.
clearly drunk and obnoxious right now.
So if these women are saying they have an expectation,
I'm not. I'm just. You guys are on that bullshit.
if these women are saying they have an expectation and they're saying that they want to see these things from a man starting out, then cool. Like we just said in the last episode. Listen, I ain't saying you're a bad person.
Yeah.
You just ain't for me. And I'm rocking that. So my response is like this. I'm the type of person that says, if for whatever reason I'm in a place where I feel like I'm going to do a whole bunch of free dates and my free dates don't appeal you because they're free, then to me, I don't want to deal with that. You're not a bad person, but somebody else wants to spend all the money they can on you.
I feel like
in the
y'all do
first 90
extremes.
days. Me, I'd rather
Right.
meet you at the park. I'd rather meet you at the
get you.
carnival. Like, because in Oakland, we have like,
So extreme.
what if I want to meet you at the Juneteenth festival? And be like, let's just meet there.
It's not
Right?
extreme.
That's
Right.
extreme.
But, so here's the thing, though, Seb. I'm saying this if a guy won't do it for 90 days. If I was trying to date a girl and she said she wasn't willing to spend nothing for 90 days, I wouldn't fuck with her either. I think it's the same no matter the race. I think there's a certain amount of give and take that needs. Yeah, sorry.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
a certain amount of give and take.
But that wasn't the
BJ,
question.
let me finish and shut up. There's a certain amount of give and take that needs to be there. And if somebody's drawing a line on the sand talking about you don't get no money in 90 days, no matter what you're doing for me, it's bullshit.
yeah,
to me.
I agree with you on
I
that,
think
Dre.
I think it's selfish,
Yeah.
and I think it's rooted in a problem that I don't want to fucking deal with.
Boom,
So
bam,
that's
bam.
why no matter
Something
who it
with
is,
them.
That's
it's an
fine.
issue.
No,
That's why.
So
Period.
Question. That was
That's
literally
it.
the
My
That's
argument-
fine, but that also was not
That's
the
literally
question.
the question. Nigga.
Right.
This
No.
entire question is completely more.
no,
than
it was-
several
it was-
things.
Okay,
it was-
BJ.
Like, I
All
don't-
right, you think it's
No.
not the question? That's fine. That's fine.
It-
It wasn't the question.
No, it wasn't
All
the
right.
question because it was about men. So, you want to reread the question and tell me that
All right,
wasn't the
literal
question?
guy. So cool. I was just drawing the comparison to women. I literally said
Exactly.
I'm going to draw the comparison.
No, but I do agree.
But
I do
that's
agree
fine.
with you, Dre.
yes.
My arguments to the contrary of some of y'all's points have not been to
No,
the contrary
but
of
it
it being
wasn't the
silly
question.
that you saying for 90
Yeah.
days I'm not gonna spend nothing.
And
I
that's
think
why
that
we're
is
talking how
as a
we're
rule. I think It's-
Right. Yeah. Okay. So moving right along
Oh, that's gonna be fun to edit.
to the next question. We're editing.
Right.
Along with spending money, and I want the fellas to start with this one, and ladies, y'all can jump in, piggyback, ask questions along the way. But guys, do you think it's fair for a girl to expect you to pay for a babysitter if you want to take them out on a date if they have kids? Is that your
I'll start.
I
responsibility?
almost said something that
I'll
my
start.
mama would have been not happy to hear me say.
JT, what you got?
Fuck no, it ain't fair. How the hell you gonna sit here and tell me I need to pay for a damn babysitter to take care of your kids while I take them to get to know you? More than likely, I'm paying for the date, for the dinner and stuff. But you telling me I need to pay for someone to watch your kids? You
unless
letting
it's
me
free.
know.
Unless
it's
your date is free.
Unless my date is free. But honestly, in true fashion, that tells me where you might be financially, either mentally or where your pockets are, and that's totally fine, right?
so
How you
once again,
deal with money? Right?
How you deal with money? Like one, I really shouldn't feel like I need to pay for someone to watch your kids. I shouldn't have that pressure. If I offer that, it's totally fine. But she doesn't. She need to be coming out the pocket.
Bullshit. Seriously.
Nigga, shut up and let him
You
finish.
think it's cool for to be like, hey,
I am.
if you want to take me out on a date, you got to pay for a babysitter.
I bet
Hey.
you $5 he gonna agree with you.
I would say
bet,
this.
bet he's gonna agree with you. Watch.
No.
All right, what you got, B?
No. If I really like the girl,
Hey.
yes, I would pay for that babysitter. Honestly.
That's cool. I'm not knocking that part.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna
What
say.
if you-
I'm,
what if you don't know her enough yet,
Listen.
though?
Shut-
What if you don't know her enough yet, though?
You would never know her enough until you do know her enough, right? So, if I wanna,
What?
if you're really trying to get to know
does that
somebody,
mean?
shut up.
I'm trying to understand.
You
You're saying you'll pay.
You're not going to.
Wait, but you're saying you'll pay if you know her, and then I said, what if you don't know her? You said you'll never know her. So when would you pay?
No, that's not what I said.
That's why I'm asking you to explain.
I said you would
That's
never
why I'm
know
asking you to explain, nigga.
Could you shut up?
Yeah, if you clarify.
You would never know somebody enough until you know them enough. So what I said was, if you're really trying to get to know somebody, and you're really trying to get in there, yeah, I'll pay for that babysitter.
Yeah. So here's the problem. Here's the problem. Here's the problem for me. Meet this girl off the
I'm not
street.
saying
No. I'm just giving.
I give
if you like head over heels, you kind of like, oh, like I really want to know this girl. You know what I'm saying? I totally get that. I totally get it. But it's not your obligation. It is not your obligation where you need to be fenced in.
It's not your obligation.
That's what I'm saying.
But
that's what I'm saying.
If
she comes up with it,
but if you want to know her,
I dare you to make a mother, and I dare you to act like you finna fix your mouth to tell me to pay for your day. Listen, if you can't afford daycare, you can't date.
Well, that's the same thing everybody else
does. Now it's okay to not have enough money to
Here's what I'm
date.
saying. Hey,
that's exactly what everybody just said
right now,
a minute ago.
I dare.
But what I'm saying is
to act like it's my responsibility to take care of you and another man's kid, and I just met you. Like I'm not their stepdaddy. I'm not even your dude yet. And you gonna talk about pay my dick? Act like it. You ain't want to kick it for real. You a sabotage.
Especially like first dates. I ain't doing no shit like that on no
right,
on the first date.
I met you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just not doing it.
Hey girl, how you doing? Can I get your number? All right, cool. Yeah, let's go to McDonald's. Well, can you pay for my kids?
See, so
girl,
what I think you guys are
BJ, you sound like a Captain Saberhole right now, boy.
You guys are like attributing it.
No. He got his view is decent. I don't completely agree, but I definitely did. He was decent.
Stop. You guys are literally attributing this to somebody who ain't
you can
got
have everything going. You can be the vice president of the United States of America.
Yeah.
You better pay for your own dang daycare.
Period.
With a T on it. How you make that sound? Period.
No matter what. Period. With the spit.
Y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all niggas ain't
yeah, so
shit.
my answer to this is I agree with JT and said. I'm not fucking paying for that shit. No, I'll put it this way. If we're dating for a while and I decide, hey, you know what, I'm going to pay for the babysitter tonight, cool. But if it's ever brought to me like you need to do this for me to go on a date, fuck you. You going to be a babysitter because you ain't got no plans tonight no more.
Because also that tells me a little bit about your network. That tells me a little bit about your network and your village. That's where I come from.
Like, what type of woman is going to ask me to pay for her daycare?
That's kind of
that's where I am.
That's the issue.
All right, so we got in, ladies. What are y'all thoughts on this?
Shit.
What are the ladies' thoughts on this?
Let
them get in.
No,
let them get in. We got time to come back, nigga.
So
I guess
I'll start. So I would never ask that, number one, because I'm just very private. Number one, like I don't want you to know, like the inner workings of my home on our first date. Like that's none of your business. I have had a man offer to pay for a date, pay for a sitter for me because he wanted to take me out. My baby was small at the time. He was like 1, and he was like, I'll pay for your sitter. Like he wanted to go out, and he like followed up with, I'll pay for your sitter. Now, of course I didn't need that, but it was interesting to hear that because it made me think that's something he's accustomed to, right? That must be something he's accustomed to. The type of women he deals with need money for a sitter, and I was just kind of
or he was just willing enough to do that.
It's not that I never even mentioned that I needed it. Like for him to just like that was like his, I want to take you out, I'll pay for your sitter. It was like
almost chauvinistic.
Like I never even like my son has a father. Like he can go with his dad. Like it didn't cost a dime, right? So for him to like offer that, I was just kind of thrown off. Like it was just something I didn't expect. But I would never.
Wait, Shannon, did you perceive that in a negative way?
I perceived it as, okay, the type of women he dates doesn't have like sitters or like they have to pay or he has to, like that's something he's done before. Like that's something he's used to. Like he's used to that. So I was just kind of.
It sounds negative.
A little bit.
It felt negative. I'm gonna be honest. Like for me, you know,
It's almost like
it felt
chauvinistic,
like
right?
he was a different type of
question
dude.
is-
So I was like, you know.
Well, it's chauvinistic. Exactly. Why is it that we can say men should pay for all this shit and all that, and then when he says, you know what, I want to make sure you can come out with me. I will pay for your sitter. I just want to make sure we can have a good time. It's a bad thing.
Drake, can you read the question
You guys
again?
can't have it
Drake, can
both
you read the question
ways.
again?
You can't say.
Read the question one more time.
Is it fair for a girl to expect for their date to pay for a babysitter if they
I
want to
think the
take them
keyword in there is expect.
Expect.
That's the keyword in
I
there.
don't expect that ever.
So
Ever.
BJ, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. If you got it like that, you can just be like, hey, listen.
And it's a
night's on
nice
me.
gesture.
The whole
it's
night's
totally
on me.
fine to do.
That's cool. But for you to come to me and expect me to, nah,
Yeah,
you ain't got no.
That's the difference.
Expect me?
That's
No.
the question.
Absolutely. But
That's
is
the
it
question.
wrong if it happens?
That's FYT.
No, it's not. It's
Don't-
not wrong.
Yeah, I said at
You
some
said it's
points
not
I
wrong
might
to
feel like
expect
I'd
it,
be
Shannon?
I'll be the asshole.
It's not wrong if it happens.
if the guy wants to
If
do
the
it.
guy
If the
wants
guy
to
wants
do
to
it.
If you want to, but don't. That's where I've been coming from this whole time. The expectation.
But also,
not
but
the
don't
actual-
don't come to the table first off with oh, if you want to get to know me, then you need to pay for my babysitter. Like I have problems with that off the top. In the like second, third date, you know what I'm saying, something like that for sure. But in the first initial date, I just feel like that's something you need to have in your back pocket, either family, a network, or something like that, or money on yourself to pay for a sitter. A neighbor to drop it off at, drop the baby off at, not it, but yeah, I had to clean that up.
Drop it off somewhere.
Tell you ain't got no
Drop it
kids.
off.
Bring little nigga over. Bring little nigga over.
Yeah,
Lauren, Teresa, did y'all want to get in here? We ain't hear from y'all. What are y'all thoughts on this? Thoughts, questions? You good? You good?
I mean, you can ask whatever you want. It doesn't mean you'll get it, but I mean, where are you trying to go? Are you trying to take me on a trip, and then you offer? Then I'm gonna say, okay, so are you watching the kids? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I think a trip is a little
See,
extreme.
maybe-
But like, if
that's
I want to
because
go
you
to a
can't even fix your
restaurant,
mind to be on some gutter-ish like that.
No, I don't.
expect you to-
Honestly, I'm trying to put myself in there. Like, if I'm dating with
Right,
kids,
I
would
can't
I
go.
ask a man to watch my kid?
to pay.
to
pay
pay
for
to
the
pay
trip.
for it.
Yeah,
To pay for it.
I was trying to process it through y'all conversation, and I was trying to think, okay, what would be?
It
the
don't add up, right?
situation?
It still don't make logical sense,
And that's
right?
right.
I can't wrap my brain around this. I mean, for real, honestly, you might not even know I have kids on the first date.
Yeah.
Honestly,
You won't have kids
Like-
until we're actually on the date and I mention the kids.
yeah, there's levels to this. You don't need to know kids are personal to me. Like,
Right, but I said a
you
lot
don't
of people
even
don't
know
bring up their
I got
kids for a while.
until we get on, like JC just said, we get on a date and it's like, oh yeah, my son, my daughter.
That's not what we're talking about right now, though.
Cool. You happy you made that
We're
point?
literally talking about this right now. What we talking
I'm just
about?
saying that's not what we're talking about.
We
So-
talked about the expectation,
Okay.
and we went further with it.
All right.
What you want to argue, B?
Y'all
What you want to
niggas-
argue, B?
I don't know.
Cool. BJ don't want to argue, so we can go ahead and jump to commercial,
No.
and we will be right back while he sobers up.
Freaking-
Wait, we're retarded because we don't want to pay for childcare, BJ?
Hey everybody, it's Shannon Bush Smith, and I just wanted to invite everyone to donate to the 1528 Patreon account. You can find the link in the notes and on the Instagram page for their account.
Yo, what's up, everybody? We gonna finish up this relationship episode with a question about, again, something that's happened in the media. Quavo recently took back a car that he gifted his ex. I want to know what are y'all thoughts on that. Is that something that any of y'all would ever feel comfortable doing? And if it ever happened to y'all on the other side, how would you actually feel about it? Who wants to kick it
gangster.
off?
I thought it was the coolest thing I read that day.
I did not think that's
That
what
was
you
very
wanted.
tasteful.
Dude, no, it was a $100,000 vehicle. It wasn't like it was a pair of shoes or an outfit. He took back his hoodie.
Yeah, she
It
didn't earn
wasn't
that.
like he was just like, give me
Exactly.
back that engagement ring I gave you. I mean, no, if I bought you $100,000+ vehicle, and
$250,000.
you're not finna be rolling around my car with somebody else. I'm good.
Let's be real.
That's whose fault is that? You should have never bought a car.
Why is that tasteful?
If it happened to me, I wouldn't.
What do
I
they
wouldn't
say?
trip.
Don't
I'd be
buy
like,
a pair of
"Dang."
shoes.
If it happened to me,
Huh?
So somebody won't walk out your life.
Yeah.
What do
What's that got to
people
do with
say?
the car,
Don't
though?
buy a pair of shoes
Alright.
because they'll walk out on you.
No,
Right.
that's the same.
Yeah.
So
What about
he
the
bought
car?
a car.
What about the car, though?
But I'm just saying, like, he bought a car.
Yeah.
A gift
it's
is a
the same.
gift. Don't, once you give a gift, it's a gift. Don't ask for it back. That's
Yeah,
tasteless
but a
when you
gift
do
with in my name.
No, he didn't ask for it back.
Yeah.
He didn't ask.
Yeah, especially cars in my
Actually,
name.
actually, fact
it's really
check.
not a-
She
Right,
still has
so
the car.
it's
She
really
just
it's really
she
not
still has the car. She just put
it's
it on
really
the
not a
lot.
gift.
She just sold it to a like a dealership for them to sell. So like she still had it up until probably like last week. No, he did not.
Actually,
She still had the
he sold
car.
it.
okay, it really doesn't matter.
But I'm just saying
The point of the matter is she ain't got it no more.
So
because
Here's
she
the thing.
didn't want
She
it.
don't buy it.
Because
Here's
she didn't want it
in
anymore.
my
Every month.
She knows she
So-
can't pay for it.
Nah,
Every month.
but on the
So-
real, it is.
so he-
Even though, listen, it is gangster. I thought it
'cause
was.
she can't
I thought
pay
it was
for it.
gangster. I thought it was cool. I thought it was
That's
funny
why
as
she
hell.
don't want it.
However, I don't know if I would go through the trouble of thinking about all the gifts I've given someone to go get it back. That is a huge price tag. But if it ain't tricking if you got it. But I just feel like I don't know if I'd be petty enough to be like, and give me back that car. Now if my name is on it, then it's mine anyway.
So I have a question for you. It's not necessarily being like petty, but why is it that like you can be in this relationship and this is what we're doing. I bought you this car. We're over. I want my car back. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong
So
with
here's the thing. My answer to this is I don't think he should have done it. I wouldn't do it, and I would be pissed if somebody did it to me because in my mind, if I gift somebody something, it's theirs. I see it like Indian giving. If I
That's
gift it and
racist.
take it back.
We
If
won't-
I got
we
enough
won't do
money
Indian
where I can
givers.
give
We
somebody,
won't
yeah, that's a fucked up term. My bad. 2021. But if I got enough money where I can
But-
give somebody a $250,000 car, it's their fucking car at that point, right? Sure, if it's something that my name is on it, I'm taking it out my name. Or if that's too much work, I'll take it back. But just straight up on the strength
But
of
you
it,
gotta think
if I
about
gave
it.
it to
If
you,
he's
it's
able to
yours.
repossess it-
I'm not taking it back, and I would feel pissed off if somebody did that to me because it wasn't true.
Well, let's just be honest. It really depends on how the relationship ended. If
I
the
get it,
relationship
and
ended
I-
bad, I want all my stuff
but-
back.
That's
And
right.
yes, I will come up with a list
That's
of
right.
everything I gave you. Give it back.
I feel that.
Like, let's
feel
not
that.
pretend. If the
I'm not even that way,
relationship
though.
was
Right.
amicable,
With
we're
me, even if
friends,
it ended
I
up-
might be like, just give me half of it back. But
Now that's reasonable, Teresa.
Right.
But for me, I
That's
wouldn't
because
be that
you've
way.
never
I'd
had a
just be
bad
like, you know
breakup.
what? You got me. I'm gonna chalk it up as a loss.
He
No,
still
that's
leaves
just
the
how
door
I am.
open.
I'm just
Facts,
like,
right.
like fuck it, shit happens.
No,
Yeah, he
I-
did say
I
that
will
last
literally-
episode, didn't he? Last,
I will
last,
literally say that's how
relationship
Dre
episode, he said he
is,
leaves the door open.
but-
Some of us slammed it.
exactly.
That-
When it's bad enough, Dre, you will
Yeah,
slam that door, and you want
that's who he
everything
is.
that ties
But
you to them.
I never would.
No,
I
give me
promise.
my stuff because
That's
I
why
don't
he
want you
keeps-
to
that's
come
why he
and
keeps
talk to
pictures
me.
on-
I promise I never would. I promise.
Well, you
Teresa,
know
I
what?
promise
The
I
old
never
folks
would.
always
I
say,
swear.
"Never say never." So hey,
You know,
Never say never.
you know,
but I'm glad to hear you haven't had
You
to
don't know how
thus
stubborn
far.
I am, though.
So
So what if you got her this car and then you caught her sleeping with another
And she
dude
got
in it?
pregnant.
And she got pregnant.
And she keeps the car.
And you heard her
And
screaming,
Something
"F that
was
nigga."
lost, like, all right. She got
Hey,
me.
hey,
She
hey,
got me.
hey, guess what? The ladies would say.
I would say, I guess
but
he better torch
afforded
the
it,
car
so
then.
it's
Get
his
that
I would say
fault, so that's what it was supposed to be.
That's Detroit.
Hey.
That's Detroit right there.
Yeah, she better torch the car, my brother, because you ain't
That's
getting it back.
so
The only way you're
Detroit.
gonna get it back is if you just destroy it, but you're not getting it back.
But if you think about it, if he's able to repossess it, then obviously he has some type of ownership of it. Because they're not gonna just go take a car back that ain't yours. They're not gonna commit grand theft auto for somebody.
It's his.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a fair point.
So and then so
it's
legally,
fucking
Plus, if he had a good accountant, they wouldn't let him do it.
so legally, if you give somebody a gift and you take it back, it's stealing. You can't take a gift back if you give it. That's why a lot of people go to court. I want my engagement ring back. No, you gave it as a gift. However, it depends on the conditions in which you give it. I'm giving you this gift with the standpoint of I want my chick to be running around in the best car. I want her looking this way. I want her representing this thing. You're not my chick anymore, so you can ride whatever you want to ride at this point. So it really depends on the conditions of the gift when you gave it. Not everything is unconditional. Right. That's Jesus. Some things do come with conditions, and you know what I'm saying. So
okay,
it depends on who you are, how you did things.
There was another thing on social media where this girl was talking about how her boyfriend like put her up in this really nice like condo and everything, and like set her up to live, well off, I guess, and they broke up, and she's like. She's saying that he has to help, like maintain that lifestyle for her since he put her in that lifestyle. Do y'all agree?
Not at all.
A girlfriend?
It was a girlfriend. It was a girlfriend.
Definitely not.
Oh no. Yeah, no.
I don't agree with that, and I don't agree with a lot of the alimony rules either. So I'm definitely not on board with that.
Well, when it comes to gift giving, I'm a big gift giver. Like, I love buying gifts. I love shopping for people. Like, that's like part of how I show my love is just like listening and paying attention and like filling those gaps and buying gifts. So I have never been one that said I want my gift back. And I've spent some money, through the years. I've spent a nice grip of money on gifts, and I've never, ever, 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 ever asked for anything back because when I gave you the gift, it's what I wanted you to have. It's how I felt, in that moment. So I don't want it back. I'm never going to ask for anything back. Matter of fact, go ahead and stunt in the gift. I'm fine with that. So, like, my thoughts on gifts is just a little bit different because, I love buying gifts. I love buying gifts for my partner.
Yeah, it all depends on what the gift is. And if it's the gift in question, I want my shit back.
Well, if I buy you a car, I wanted you to have that car. So,
and I appreciate I appreciate that for
But
other people to be that giving. I think it's dope if your heart is in that place. I'm not there. I honestly feel like if like I think since you said it, like if it's like coat something like that, like keep that. It's cool, also, dope. I ain't strict on that strength. Whatever, you can have that. But with that price tag, it still ain't tricking.
It's all relative. Yeah, that's all relative. The price tag is relative.
It's also about what you can afford, right? It's relative. Like if if I can afford to pay for some shit that's
if I can afford it
out of the way,
you can keep that car and it won't hurt me. What I'm saying is, it's still my car, and I don't feel like you deserve that car because I gave it to you in this relationship.
Fuck you.
Wait, BJ, so now you saying if he was him, you wouldn't have took the car back? Because he could afford it.
I didn't say that.
So
I didn't say that.
All right, well, can you clarify that then?
What I'm saying is I understand, like, if you have a certain amount of money and it's just kind of petty. Like, if I give somebody a sweatshirt, I'm not going to be like, I want my sweatshirt back. You know what I'm saying?
Undergrad, right? I want my shit back.
Yeah, huh? No, not it. I'm just saying, like,
what if you bought somebody a $2,000 necklace, right? You bought somebody a $2,000 necklace. You going back after that necklace?
Nah. 2,000 at this point? Probably
not.
Maybe
just because fuck you. Honestly, just because fuck you.
And the terms of the breakup.
$50,000
also car. Cheating shit. I'm definitely coming to get that shit.
Give me my shit back.
Well, what if you cheat?
And the terms of the breakup. Exactly.
I'm definitely coming if my name is on it.
Get my shit back.
My name is on it.
If I cheated and we break up, I'd still make
absolutely. So here's the thing. So if my name is on it, because for one,
it's still mine.
Be on that with you, because if you go hit somebody and my name is on that, or if you default on the payments.
All right, what if your name's not on it though? Your name's not on it, but you cheated. What you doing? What's your move?
I feel like BJ. I understand
I understand
that he did it, but I probably wouldn't do it.
No,
I probably wouldn't do it. At the beginning, I think it's gangster. I think it's funny. I understand why he did it. I probably wouldn't do it, but I would consider it. If it depending on how it ended. If I cheated,
I guess that's a parting gift. I totally get that part. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for playing.
right. I'm sorry, baby. I messed up. You gonna have this car and gonna do what you do. Get my name off of it.
Just take my name off the shit.
But see, as far as like maintaining the lifestyle, like for real. So for me, I'm the type of dude who would be like, all right, if you are with me, like I have no problem. I'm that guy who's like, cool, you get hair done, nails done, everything done, take care of your car, do your thing. Like I have no problem because I don't ever want my woman to be out and be like, I gotta get my hair done next week, so I gotta wear this hat, or I gotta put this Band-Aid around my fingernail because it broke, and whatever. Like I ain't trying to be on all that. Like I want you to feel good, look good, whatever, while we're together. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want you to have to be worrying about getting your car done. I don't want you to worry about like it's certain things. I'm just like there's certain things that come with being with me, right? There's a lifestyle that comes with being with me. It's not just you showing up and you get to say I'm with Cedric. Like no, like there's a lifestyle attributed to it before you even speak it. Like okay, I'm with this guy, you know, and that's just how it is. But like now, if it's over, it's not for me to be like, well, I kept getting your hair done. Let me go on and keep getting it done, and I bought all these clothes for you. Let me go on and keep buying your girl. You better figure it out. Figure it out. It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, I think that's a real extreme to be like, we weren't a one unit legally, but I still am supposed to support you. Like, nah, I don't see that happening.
Right.
I don't see that happening. Well, let me ask you the other side of the Quavo question. You were gifted a $250,000 car. Somebody, your ex tried to take it back. Did you fight for it? So your answer is yes.
Stays in the garage.
This nigga's
but you can't use it. You can't even use it.
No. I mean, like when
you said it's gonna stay in the garage.
Like he gonna drive it, and that's about the only time you gonna see somebody or see it out and about. Once he park it, can't nobody get to it.
Right.
I wouldn't trip because I would have the same mentality. Like I want my shit back, and I can understand they want their shit back too in that situation. Absolutely. With this little dent in it.
For me, it'd be like, fuck you. Take your shit.
I actually gifted someone something and like it ended up not working out. I was just like, yeah, can you just throw it away? Like, don't even mail it to me. I also just don't want you it in your possession. I don't want it in your possession. Just throw it away.
I don't want you to have it. I don't want you to enjoy the gift that I gave you.
Did you follow up on that?
I didn't follow up on it, but I wanted him to know that I just didn't. I didn't care. Like I don't, and I'm sure he did throw it away, you know. But it was just, but no. I mean, I'm with y'all. The answer for me is no.
Lauren, we together. You buy me a dope ass outfit. It comes with two parts, like maybe a nice little sweatsuit or something like that. We break up. You don't ask for it back, but you want me to throw it away. I don't throw it away. And then I let my new girl wear it, and you come to find out. How you feel? What you gonna do?
Honored. I'll feel honored. I mean,
okay.
I'm glad your new boo can benefit from my purchase. You know, because your broke ass couldn't buy it for yourself.
Ooh, that's it. That's it.
I see the spin you just put on that. All right.
Absolutely.
What about you, Shannon?
Stop lying.
You keeping the whip, Shannon?
I earned it.
You keeping the whip?
I earned it.
And you gonna floss in it?
Dealing with
why
your
did you? Why?
dealing
Shannon, why
with
did you
your
earn that
ass.
whip?
Because you know why?
Let's have
I'm
this conversation.
certain that you tried my nerves on several occasions. I earned
You,
that whip.
you,
It's mine.
why?
I'm taking it back.
Is that right?
But I earned it. It's mine.
maybe he.
Same with any engagement ring, anything. It's mine. Any property, that's mine.
No,
I'm not giving
No.
anything back.
So I think
No.
we've had this conversation. I may come back for an engagement ring. I might come back
Yeah.
for that.
Good
Why-
luck.
So, no, My question is why is it that women think that they are
With certain things.
No.
yeah, like what we
When
are
we
all
break
in
up,
this
we're
together,
not in this
right?
together anymore.
Why do you think that you're why not? Why?
That's fair.
But
If
why
you
is it
cheat
why
on
is it
me
my
or whatever it
okay,
is
but
that
why
you
is it
do-
my fault that you feel a certain way?
You cheat on me, we break up.
That's if I cheat on you.
And we
But
don't
if we
fit
just don't
anymore.
fit, if we
Yes,
just moving
The
forward,
fuck I do. Yes.
that doesn't mean you
Keeping
get to keep
everything.
everything. Huh?
What?
Why? Why?
Yes, the
Why?
That's great,
I'm
Shannon.
literally seriously.
I want to make
because
it
she
very
she
clear.
y'all ain't
exactly.
getting y'all
Let's-
shit back for anybody out
Why?
Indeed. Let's have this conversation on why
Oh shit.
men don't get the same respect.
If
when it
you're
comes
with me, you
down
keep
to
all that shit I bought you. I don't care.
relationships
You got it.
and
It's
when
yours.
they
I'm not
end.
gonna ask for it back. Don't even look my way. I'm keeping everything. Yes.
You keep your shit.
Well,
she
no,
got
he
you.
was just being
Wait,
extra.
Lauren, you had a
BJ
pretty
was
big
being
reaction
extra,
a
but I'm with
second ago. What was
Shannon. You keep it.
Oh.
Minimal.
I'm not being extra. I'm literally being
Right.
how do you say?
Extra. That's fine. It's okay to
I'm
be
not
extra.
being extra. I'm just here for the men.
Oh, your shit, nigga.
Because-
Only.
Ooh.
What's happening?
I ain't actually gonna own it. But what I'm saying is,
Listen,
why is it
we
that
did
you
not
guys can
create-
do what the fuck you guys want to
We
do?
did not
Chocolate
create
milk
the
waste.
patriarchy.
Let's get the hand.
The patriarchal
hand bullshits
society,
out
we
there,
didn't create it. We
right?
just living in it.
Neither did we. Neither did black men.
But you definitely
Neither
benefit
did black
from
men.
it.
This is
That's a
what we
whole other
doing?
conversation.
Okay. All right, you know
That's a
what?
whole nother conversation.
But
Black men is
y'all
not a
brought
part
up
of
a
that.
point though, where my earlier statement is not accurate if we're talking about the engagement ring, because just on the strength of what that means to the
I'm
relationship,
putting
I don't
it
know
down
that
on
I
the
would
card.
any other gift y'all can keep. Engagement ring, I'm gonna need.
I
that.
don't
let him
understand.
keep
I
it.
don't
You
understand
get
why
no
you would
money
want to
for that.
keep it.
You're not gonna be able to offload it.
Why not?
It's
Why
now
not? Why
jewelry.
do you think?
No, but-
Yeah,
Why
why
would
do
a
you
woman
deserve
want to
that?
keep it?
Who
There's
the
nothing you
fuck
can-
are you?
There's
Who
nothing you can do
the
with an
fuck are
engagement ring.
you?
You might as well let her keep it.
Why do you deserve it?
What are you gonna do with it?
Sell it.
She said put on another
That's-
face.
You
Ooh.
like the
If
per-
I-
no.
Oh,
You
you
talking about
you're
me
gonna
or
sell it
who?
and get $200. You're gonna sell it and get
I'm calling
$200.
cousin
Coming
No,
from
you
Pam.
talking
one
about
that's
me.
had 4 of them, no, you get more than that.
No, you know why? Because no, but this is why I would keep it, Sid.
You had 4
Any
failed
other
engagements.
gift
What's
is
wrong with
Clearly
you?
nothing.
Kindness in my
I'm
heart,
Dang.
messing
because
with you.
Clearly,
Clearly nothing.
I'm messing with you, sweetheart. Go ahead.
Three.
wait,
Fucking faggot.
Sid, this is why I would keep it, right? Any other gift, I'm just giving it to them out of the kindness of my heart because I want to make them happy, I want to make them smile, blah blah blah, all that bullshit that we say. Engagement ring is to signify our
Not yet.
eternal bond.
Not yet.
If there
It's
is
to
no more
signify
eternal
an
bond,
intention.
That's why-
give me my
An
shit
intention
back.
that you want to be with that person.
Exactly. Give me my shit back.
No, that's not in my mind. For my mind, if I give
No,
somebody
no.
an engagement
You
ring,
guys-
it's
Let's break.
because
Let's
that means
let's-
we're gonna be
Let's
together
break down
forever.
this word
If we're never-
engagement.
not together forever. give it back.
engagement means.
Cedrice,
We're not.
Cedrice, you guys are saying the
No,
same
we're
thing.
We're not.
We're not.
You guys
we're
are
not,
agreeing.
BJ. We're not.
No, yeah.
We're not, BJ. No, I get what. No,
Okay.
said I understand the
I
term
get what
of
you're
the
saying.
engagement. What that
I get
means.
what you're
I'm
saying.
saying in my mind what the ring
niggas are
signifies. The ring signifies more than a definition of engagement to me. And if there isn't an engagement, I want that ring that signifies engagement because since the engagement is or
It
going
will be.
Yo,
Then my
Shannon,
ring
if you
should
know how
be
to get
going
more
off her
money
fucking finger,
from
too.
rings, we need to connect that to that. Okay, let's go. We need to connect that. I need to figure out how I can get.
He
more
needs you
than
to be a
$200.
third party in the transaction. Oh shit. But y'all, this was fun. We're gonna go ahead and bring this episode to a close. Once again, we really appreciate the ladies for joining us. Shannon, Lauren, Dr. Teresa. I had to dip a little bit earlier, handle the kids' responsibilities. We've been recording all night long, a couple episodes back to back, so we really appreciate y'all putting up with us, fighting through all of the technical difficulties, everything we had going on. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. But before we wrap, let me get a final word from everybody.
Hey man, just understand.
Who wants to kick it off?
We on here having fun. So, but if you get mad, meet us in the community group, and we got more for you. So, hey.
Absolutely. I want to say thank you. Thank you for coming and hanging with us. I don't give a fuck about what
Who you mad
any
at,
of
bro?
y'all got to say.
Who you mad at?
Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Seriously. I'm mad at everybody. Fuck
Tell
y'all.
us why.
Y'all be on some
Tell us why
pandering
you
shit.
mad.
Like y'all be fucking lying, nigga. Like, fuck y'all, man.
Tell us why you
But we
mad.
gonna have fun. Let's go.
Tell us why you mad,
Fuck
son.
that. These niggas be
I'm not
lying.
talking
These
cursive
niggas
like
be lying,
BJ.
son.
First of all,
These niggas be lying, son. I'm
get
not trying to hear
out
this
of
bullshit.
God. Fuck yeah,
She said I'm finna talk in cursive.
Ned the
I
no
love her talking
complaining
in
ass
cursive.
nigga.
That's hilarious. I love that.
For real, man. So Cedrice, what you're not
What's
gonna do is
alliance?
act like I haven't been agreeing with you the whole night, because I have been. Because these niggas been trying to fuck
You on
with
my
you.
side.
Right, you trying
One man, one
we
sound.
are one.
You my friend.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. All right, you know what?
Uh,
All right. No. Fuck y'all.
I can't wait for for tomorrow.
Fuck y'all.
I can't wait for Slack
How about
tomorrow.
that? How about that? No. Fuck y'all.
ladies and gentlemen, just watch the
For real.
recording. You've
Nigga,
seen everything
These
unfold right
niggas
before
been
your eyes.
trying to. All right.
So we don't. It's all right there.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and fuck everything JT has to say right now. I don't give a fuck.
You drinking
everybody.
light, ain't you?
All right, who
You
else
drinking
got
light
the
over
final
there. That
word?
makes me hella
BJ was
paranoid and
incoherent.
aggressive. Stay with the dark, brother.
He had dark earlier. He's mixing.
I don't like your attitude right now. First off, you niggas don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
You have a
Secondly,
clear
We
glass.
totally can see.
I don't like it.
You can see me. You can see me.
Y'all can see me.
Right. We're on camera. Fuck out of here.
Oh, I thought I was invisible.
You can see me.
You can see.
Oh god.
What'd you say?
What a white woman.
Oh my
at.
god.
Fuck y'all,
What?
man.
I'm editing that shit. What? Can we get final words from everybody else?
No,
so we
ladies,
can
again,
get off
thank
here
you for
before
coming.
these
I
nerds say
appreciate
some
you all.
extra silly
Your
shit.
perspective. Because honestly, just doing it with these fellas sometimes is. But I thank you for being here. But no, honestly, if I give you something, if I want it back, I would like it
This
back.
is too much.
No matter what, like let's just be cool, like, cause I would give shit back.
No matter what.
Absolutely.
I want it back.
Absolutely.
This is the expectation part of his final thoughts. Carry on.
See,
Carry
that's
on.
but that's so fucked
I
up
gave it to
though.
you as a
Like
gift, but we are no longer together.
grow
and I
up.
buy you expensive
Let-
car.
let
and
it
it's in my
be.
name. I would like
you
that shit
gave
back.
it away. Let it be.
You can keep the sweatshirt. That's fine. And the hooping shorts. Yeah, you can keep that shit.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
But no, again, thank you all, ladies. I
sweatshirt.
appreciate it. Have fun.
Thank you, gentlemen, for having me. I love all of y'all individually in all kinds of special
No,
ways. I know we
thank
work on
you.
different
We
projects
appreciate
and
it so
whatnot
much.
together, and you all
This
are
was
my
so much fun.
family. And I told Dre, anything you want from me, I'm gonna say yes. You ask me whatever idea you got, yes, it's gonna always be a yes for me. Wait, like,
Word.
hold on. That sounded. I know how to sound it. However,
Jay pissed off.
However,
You
comma.
said, stop it. Stop it.
DJ mad as
In context.
But yes, I have enjoyed it all. It was nice meeting you, Lauren. I look forward to, future projects, and this is great. So if I give you anything, you can keep it, okay? Okay. It ain't tricking if you got it, and I definitely got it, okay? And I definitely got it.
Oh,
So.
she got it.
Thank
You got it.
you.
You got it, Shannon. So when you said we're family, is it like sister, brother, like
Facts.
all friend zone? Have we all been friend zone?
Or not.
This nigga.
She said talk offline, nigga. Talk offline.
Final thoughts.
All
Say,
right, Laura, what
if
you
I
got for
bought
the
you
people?
something, you can keep
final
it.
thoughts
Don't
you got
try
for
to
the people?
come, repo anything from me. You will not receive it. You will not get it back.
Period.
I'm from Detroit. That's
She's
what
from
it
Detroit
is.
too.
But thanks for having me, y'all. I've been a fan since day
The
one.
Dusty Muffin.
Super cool that I got to be on the show.
Yeah, man, it's such bullshit.
We appreciate you.
Is she done?
Appreciate you.
Yeah, well,
I mean, if I wasn't, I am now.
Appreciate
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Right, that's what
I thought she was.
I
Yeah,
felt
she
a
stopped.
breath in there. It's like, all right.
As the night goes on, the more belligerent we become.
Love you.
Damn right.
Yeah. Spend the fucking money. If you ain't got it, don't go out on the dates. I don't care what they said. And you can keep my shit if I give it to you too. And I don't want your shit, so I send it back however you want it to. But ladies, we really, really appreciate y'all. Again, Teresa had to hop off, but her website is Teresa, TerishaLee.com. The company is Propensities by Teresa Lee. You can check out, and you can find Lauren on YNR Radio Podcast, and also follow her on her IG, which will be linked in the bio. So you can get the updates on when the infamous Lunch with Lauren is coming back and get messy and talk gossip and all of the shit. They literally should be talking about everything on there. So whatever you like, it's going to be a topic one week.
Right.
So hop in there with her. But we appreciate y'all appreciating us. That's why we were happy to bring y'all on the show. We found three people, diverse backgrounds that we know from different parts of our lives, but have always supported the podcast since we've been at this thing for a little bit over a year. And there will be future opportunities for things like this for any of the listeners. Stay active, stay connected, keep us top of mind, and we'll try to keep you top of mind when we get these opportunities. But with that being said,
And JT.
we are going to go ahead and hop out of here.
And Shannon.
This is Dre.
And it's Lauren.
That's what's up. B.O.B.
Yeah.
Give me my shit back.
Peace.
And we out, y'all. Hey, it's first time we got it.
Real quickly.
Oh, y'all thought we got away? We back with 1528 After Dark. We got a special segment to wrap this up. And real quick, we actually probably should have had JT say it with the deep voice, but you want to ask the question? You want to ask the question, JT?
Ladies, what are your thoughts on men having sex toys?
Lauren got a little bit excited when you start talking, JT. Lauren got a little bit excited.
I'm laughing at the question, y'all. Relax.
Oh,
Relax.
shit. All right, yo.
I know. Look at her face. Oh, a little moist. Oh,
A, B,
shit.
C, D, E, F,
JT said, let me
H,
double
I,
check
J,
this.
K,
Just in case it is somebody out there.
Elemental P.
Just in case it is somebody out there that like the voice,
Right.
JT just doubled down for you.
Indeed.
Welcome back
I
to
would
50.
say,
So what do we
you
think,
know,
ladies?
man.
Ladies, what do you think?
Again,
what's your
love
thoughts on
without
that?
limits, right? So that's been what I've said, and I mean, you got to do what you got to do, and you got to talk to your partner. So it depends on you and your partner and what they're comfortable with, because some people may perceive it as cheating, You know, they may perceive it as you stepping out and wanting something different than them. So you got to measure what your partner wants when it comes to that. And some people may be okay with bringing it all together, you know,
Ooh.
everything, you know, everybody
Mhm.
together. So, you know, I believe it's a case by case situation, you know, and just
Communication.
what you and your partner are feeling at that time. So,
Definitely, I'm all for having
Okay,
fun,
Lauren, what's
experimenting,
your thoughts
you
on it?
know, but it's a case by case basis. I've never had I've never had that happen, but I wouldn't be opposed or I wouldn't be against it if it was presented to me in that way. Like if men was
So
like,
like,
okay, I'm bringing this into, I would be, you know,
so
curious.
let-
Like, okay, what's this about?
so follow question: does it have to be a particular type of toy? Are there certain toys that are off limits
Mm-hmm.
from your man using?
like, I would not be okay if my man had one of those full on artificial intelligence, you know.
Right.
Like, I would be like, dude.
But what if she look like
If,
you?
That can
if she
stay at the
looks
What
to
if
store.
it
me,
look,
A
what if it
bitch
look
that's
like
gonna
you?
talk to you.
5 foot,
no.
5 foot.
That's even
What if it look like
worse.
you?
That would freak me all the way out.
I can
If
see
I
how
walk
that would be
in,
worse too. Yeah.
yes. I'm
No.
like, dude, what are you doing with her that you can't do with me? Right?
But wait, but is life size dolls the only
The whole
thing,
thing
or
is
are there
worse.
other perceived negative toys in your minds?
For me, like I said, the life size, like anything that's like that, or you know, like those those you know, AI and blow up dolls.
That's
I'm just
that's so
You got
extreme.
that
There's
extra
a I feel
expensive
like there's
shit.
a basic one. Yeah,
Who can
like,
afford those?
we talking about the shit off the $20 table. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we're
we
talking
ain't-
about
Realize how
like
much
a
stuff
pocket
costs. What is
thing or
wrong with y'all?
something
Y'all
like that.
freaks.
I mean, you do. I'd rather see that than you like just
so you cool with a pocket
cat.
pussy?
Pocket pussy, flashlights. Y'all good with?
You ain't gotta say it.
I
I say
mean, you
it. Pocket
know,
pussy.
you do what you got to do.
You're not opposed to
Yeah,
it.
right. Exactly.
Again, I've never,
Uh-uh.
at least I don't know, you know,
But
of anyone
yes.
that I've, you know, been in a relationship with that had one, you know. So I wouldn't be upset.
Lauren, are there any toys or anything that you think are just off limits?
I mean, aside like to her point, there's a creep factor with the whole blow up doll thing, but
Boom.
I don't
Yep.
have any experience with it, so I don't want to like already like ex-nay a whole bunch of stuff, and I don't have any experience with them bringing it into the bedroom. So I mean, I'm open right now until he brings something. I'll be like, well, what the fuck is that? Like, keep that where it belongs.
Well,
So
but
y'all
go ahead,
cool,
JT.
y'all cool with like a prostate massager?
Oh,
Wait
I
a
had to
minute.
visualize that. Like, wait, how you get to? Oh,
That's a different interest.
I'm like, how you get to? Okay, tighten up.
Y'all cool with that?
No,
I don't have any experience with
There's
that.
only one access point for that.
that's all I'm thinking
Right,
about.
that's what
Experience, like
Yeah.
experience or not, I'm all set. No, thank you.
I can't answer that. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, I know that that's like the deepest, you know, orgasm for
Right.
what I'm told for men is a prostate induced orgasm. So I don't know.
I had enough. I had enough without it. I'm good. I am good.
I'm cool with what I
Well,
get now.
but to your answer, Lauren, let me ask you. You said you're okay if he brings it into the
I have a
bedroom.
problem.
What if he's regularly using this stuff without you? Are you cool with that?
Is how would I know unless we had that conversation? Like, I don't want to say like if you do it, like keep it to yourself. I don't want to know. But if you are doing it, I would question like do you still need that now that I'm in the picture? Like, you know
Let's
what I
say-
mean?
Take it away from my experience.
Right.
Right, but let's say you never saw a fleshlight. Y'all were together for a year. All of a sudden, one showed up on his top drawer, But you never see him use that shit. But it ain't in a new rapper no more.
Oh, we're having a conversation. A conversation is definitely going to be had. Like, okay, what's happening here?
Okay.
You know, like the conversation is going to be had.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Like, I mean, I feel like there are basic toys that I feel like women would be okay with, in a sense, like a fleshlight, pocket pussy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like most. Nah, I ain't gonna say that's extreme, but I feel like those are the things. Like, if a woman saw it, she would like write it off a little bit, be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for the times that I don't feel like doing XYZ, he got these things where do blah blah
Right,
blah.
I got my rose. He got his flashlight.
Yeah, because what I do not subscribe to is you feel like you are in charge of my orgasms and me busting a nut. That's like, because like women who don't like their guys to jack off, like I don't agree with that part. But go ahead. What you to say? Seth?
That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's, honestly, for real, like talks of toys and kinky, like that freaks me.
Get it out.
I'm good.
That's what the toys are for.
I can tell, right?
See, and that's how comfortable I am. That's how uncomfortable I am with it, right? I don't know. Like, I feel like if you're not good enough, I guess, to do what needs to be done to keep your person satisfied, then I'm sorry. But that's just a lot. I feel like if somebody got to introduce all this weird-ish, I don't get into the whole, like,
fetishes and
I don't know. I just can't. Yeah, fetishes and toys, and I mean, if you wanna like stop the move right quick, like pull out a toy, and I'm just like, oh well, go have fun. I'm gonna go home. Like I don't know. To me, it's another level of freaky-ish that I'm just not on. Like I'm not that. I'm a Scorpio, and you know, we can make it do what it do, but I'm just not that big of a freak. Like,
so I'm never gonna kink shame anyone. I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna kink shame or whatever it is that you're into. You know, it's just simply put.
Go up.
Simply put, whatever it is that I'm comfortable with. Because again, I don't have any experience with that, and you know, I don't know what I don't know. I didn't hear it. I don't know what he said.
We said after dark and Darth Vader showed up. Jesus Christ! What the fuck? Well, before we fellas, is there any level of sex toys that are off limits for y'all, or as Lauren put it in the most eloquent way, it just makes you feel like there's some kind of like perv alert that rings out when you see it or whatnot?
I have never
if I'm with a chick
wanted
and
to
she
have
pull
a
out
sex toy.
a toy, it's gonna be a sign to me that I'm not enough to do whatever she needs to get done. So I'm just like, let me not waste your time. That's me. It's my perspective.
And but
if they need a
maybe
little bit more,
sometimes
then maybe they can go get it. I just feel like if I'm showing up
you're right.
and we doing what we do, and you be like, hold on real quick, let me get.
You don't think that just adds to it versus?
All right, well, get your look. I don't.
All I'm saying, I've had an ex-girlfriend in Kentucky. In fact, we used to use a rabbit every once in a while. Why not?
That's a bullet.
It was just this little ball that buzz. Yeah, is that
it,
little
BJ.
Buzz?
There you go.
But she can get off.
What was most important
without it?
was that she got off. It wasn't about me or my ego. She got off. I'm just saying, she got off, and we had a good time, and we moved on after that. And it wasn't. I didn't feel emasculated because my dick couldn't get her off. I just made sure she got off, and we had a good time.
Fucking with you.
That's all that really mattered, and that's all that really matters. No, come on now. Y'all not gonna act like I'm just an asshole, but that's what it was. She got off. We had a good time, and that's all that really matters.
I'm with the kinks. Like, Yeah, that's it. Like, fuck the bullshit. Like, you know, whatever the safe word is, that's
You,
the safe
you
word.
with the kinks?
You know what I'm saying?
Is
Like,
that how you're gonna end this?
Call it quits when they call it quits. But if you down,
Right, as long as they get theirs.
See,
Right.
oh
let's
god.
choke each
So
other.
to run us back in a little bit.
Okay,
Exactly.
so that's not
Choke
a
me,
toy.
choke you.
Choking now, choking is something
Yeah,
different.
well,
Choking's
who
not a
knows where
toy.
he was going next? So I'm gonna just reel us back in. I'm kind of along like what Shannon said. I'm not gonna kink shame anybody. I don't necessarily know if there's a certain toy or something that I would be uncomfortable if I saw it. I don't mind people using them. I don't necessarily see it the way Seth sees it, where like they're not doing enough. But just like they got a podcast. I was listening to it. I can't think of their name. But it's a really popular podcast. Two ladies, they talk about sex a lot. And when they were talking about toys, the way that they explained it, like, it's just like how some people don't only do missionary. Hopefully nobody only does missionary. You do different positions because you get different sensations. You feel different ways. That's why some people like certain toys, is because it makes them feel different. So, like, if that's your thing, cool. Just don't try to get me to do no weird shit that I don't want to do, because I'm not doing most of it. But if you want to do it on yourself, then that's cool.
I mean, I guess there's some spots that some guys just can't.
Not even reach. Like, sometimes a plastic thing feels different than a human thing.
Okay. That's okay. If
Plastic feels different than human
If
too.
you're limited,
I knew somebody was going to do this.
If you can't reach that, if
You
can't reach that
using a
spot,
toy because you lack.
If you can't,
This nigga.
You know what I'm saying? I knew it.
you need a toy to reach.
You're limited.
And hold up, talking about what toy? She pull out a strap on. You better be like, hold up. Y'all gonna be like, okay.
Then that's when he said the safe word comes in. Like,
It's gonna be nice. Like,
Alligator tacos! Alligator tacos!
Hold up.
the fuck?
Oh, shit. Oh, man. No.
We can't
Nope.
do after dark, right?
Oh, man.
28 after dark.
After dark, I know, right? We're going to have a whole little segment. But this was real. Again, we appreciate y'all. Fellas, it was great. Ladies, we really, really appreciate you putting up with all that we do. Happy that you guys got to see what happens on the back end. And this will be out. Feel free to share on your platforms. Bring your people in. Show them what you did. And Lauren said, nah, that ain't happening. Everybody can't see this. Yeah, not this. But
Not this one. Not this one.
You heard her say she does a show for millennial Christians. They're gonna
right. But again, 1528 after dark. You want to send the people home, JT?
It's still pretty fucking
Well,
early.
thank you for listening to 1528 Podcast After Dark. If you got any other questions about any of the topics that we discussed tonight, please make sure you chime in with Ask 1528 in our community group, and we appreciate you. Until next time.
And we out, y'all. Peace.
Niggas be so mad.
Peace.
Niggas be so mad.